Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P0522 refers to a malfunction in the rocker arm oil pressure sensor circuit, indicating low voltage in this critical component. The rocker arm oil pressure sensor plays a crucial role in measuring the oil pressure, delivering lubrication to the rocker arms in the engine. Proper oil pressure is essential for optimum engine performance, preventing excessive wear and tear. In the Honda Fit models from 2015 to 2020, this sensor's location is typically near the engine block, connected to the ECU, or engine control unit, which processes the data for various operational parameters. When this error code is triggered, it usually points to underlying issues related to electrical connectivity or sensor failure. Troubleshooting ensures that these components function correctly to maintain the engine's efficiency and longevity. The DTC P0522 indicates a circuit low voltage in the rocker arm oil pressure sensor. The rocker arm oil pressure sensor is a fundamental component that measures oil pressure, which lubricates the rockers and valves in an internal combustion engine. By being situated near the engine block, it has direct access to the critical oil flow. If this sensor reports low voltage, it signals to the engine control unit, ECU, that there may be a lack of adequate lubrication, potentially leading to engine damage. Understanding the environment and operational context of this sensor is crucial for troubleshooting. To accurately diagnose the issue, specific thresholds must be considered, and proper diagnostic equipment, like the Auto Diagnostics system, HDS, should be utilized. Several potential causes could lead to the DTC P0522 error code being triggered. Firstly, poor electrical connections can create low voltage scenarios, resulting in erroneous readings from the rocker arm oil pressure sensor. This could be due to loose terminals or corroded connections impacting the flow of electricity. Secondly, a defective rocker arm oil pressure sensor itself could fail and give low voltage outputs, necessitating its replacement. Lastly, wiring faults, such as breaks or shorts within the wires that connect the sensor to the PCM, can lead to circuit disruptions and low voltage readings. Each of these causes needs thorough investigation to ensure that the root problem is identified and resolved effectively. The symptoms associated with DTC P0522 may not always be immediately apparent, but they can significantly affect vehicle performance. The most visible sign is typically the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard, which serves as a warning that an issue has occurred. Additionally, drivers may experience unusual engine noise due to insufficient lubrication caused by low oil pressure readings. This lack of lubrication can also result in reduced engine performance, resulting in less power and efficiency. Other effects may include decreased fuel efficiency or erratic engine behavior, all of which are linked to the essential functions of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor. Recognizing these symptoms early can be crucial in preventing further engine damage. In the first troubleshooting step for DTC P0522, ensure the vehicle is in the on mode. Use the Auto Diagnostics system, HDS, to check the current conditions of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor. The readings should be less than 0.18 volts. This voltage is crucial as it establishes the baseline for sensor operation. If the current conditions meet this threshold, then the failure is confirmed, and you can move forward to the next troubleshooting step. If the readings do not match, the issue may be intermittent, indicating that the system could be operating normally at that moment. In such cases, it is advisable to inspect for loose connections or poor terminals at the rocker arm sensor and the PCM, as well as to compare any freeze data or snapshots available. When proceeding to the second troubleshooting step, Start by turning the vehicle to the off mode. Disconnect the rocker arm oil pressure sensor's 3P connector. Next, switch the vehicle back to the on mode and again utilize the Auto Diagnostics system, HDS, to check the current conditions of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor. The objective is to see if the measurement is again below the threshold of 0.18 volts. If it's below this threshold, it helps confirm the suspected failure area and allows you to move on to the next steps. However, if the readings do not fall under this threshold, further investigation is needed, particularly on the wiring and connections from the rocker arm oil pressure sensor to the PCM. For the third step in troubleshooting DTC P0522, you will measure the voltage between specific test points in the disconnected state of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor's 3P connector. Ensure the vehicle is in on mode for accurate readings. At this point, you will measure the voltage between pins 1 and 3 of the sensor connector to confirm whether there is approximately 5.0 volts present. This is a critical check that ensures the sensor is receiving adequate voltage. If the voltage is within this acceptable range, the logical next step would be to replace the rocker arm oil pressure sensor, as it is unlikely to be functioning correctly. Should the voltage reading fail to meet this standard, you will proceed to check wiring faults in the next troubleshooting steps. In the fourth troubleshooting step for DTC P0522, turn the vehicle to the off or lock mode to ensure safety and accuracy in testing. Utilize the HDS to jump the SCS line, preparing for continuity checks. Then, disconnect the PCM connector C, which houses essential circuitry relations to the rocker arm oil pressure sensor. At this point, you're checking for continuity between test points 1 and 2. Continuity should be verified with the rocker arm oil pressure sensor connector disconnected and the PCM connector C also disconnected. If continuity is confirmed between these points, it indicates that the VCC2 wire is intact and functioning correctly. If there is no continuity, it would necessitate repairing any open wiring issues between the PCM and the sensor. During the fifth troubleshooting step for DTC P0522, start again with the vehicle turned off or in lock mode. As before, jump the SCS line using the HDS to facilitate the continuity checks. Next, disconnect the PCM connector B, which is essential for measuring continuity regarding the OPSN line. Verify continuity between the test points to see if there is a shortcut present. Continuity should be checked from pin 2 of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor connector to body ground. If continuity is confirmed, this indicates a short circuit in the OPSN wire. Repair will be necessary. Conversely, if the continuity test fails, it suggests that the OPSN wire itself is fine, and further action may involve updating or replacing the PCM as indicated in earlier troubleshooting steps. In the final repair verification stage for DTC P0522, it is imperative to double-check all repaired connections to ensure reliability. After reconfirming that all electrical connectors are secure and clean, clear the DTC codes from the system using the HDS. Following this, perform a test drive to monitor the vehicle's performance and ensure the check engine light does not reactivate. Continuous monitoring of the rocker arm oil pressure values during the test drive is also essential to confirm that the readings are now within the expected thresholds. If, after the road test, the error code does not reappear, it signifies that the repairs were successful. Document the completed steps for future reference, ensuring that the same issue does not recur due to similar circumstances. Regular preventive maintenance is vital to avoid recurrence of DTC P0522 issues. First, periodically inspect the wiring connections to the rocker arm oil pressure sensor to ensure they are secure and free from corrosion. Loose or corroded connections can easily lead to low voltage readings. Additionally, keeping the sensor and surrounding areas clean from oil and debris will facilitate efficient sensor operation. It is also important to periodically check for any available updates for the PCM software, as newer versions often resolve known issues and improve component compatibility. Implementing these practices can significantly prolong the lifespan of the rocker arm oil pressure sensor and maintain engine performance. In summary, troubleshooting DTC P0522 requires a systematic approach to identify issues with the rocker arm oil pressure sensor circuit. By following each step carefully, it is possible to pinpoint faulty components or wiring issues effectively. Resolving these concerns ensures that the engine receives proper lubrication, thus enhancing performance and longevity. Being proactive in regular maintenance and inspection of electrical connections will minimize the risk of future DTC occurrences. Additionally, staying updated with PCM software will maximize the compatibility and efficiency of the Honda Fit's engine management system. Ultimately, a thorough understanding and adherence to the diagnostic process will ensure a healthy vehicle and optimal driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you.